will share with you some of the crazy news from the week before. I figured there's never a shortage of them, so why not do something like a weekly report of mad news caused mostly by wokeness. Alright, here we go. Hello there, people of the internet. I hope your city is not on fire yet, and that you are safe from commies. But if you're not, hang in there. This week, I want to try something new. I will share with you some of the crazy news from the week before. I figured there's never a shortage of them, so why not do something like a weekly report of mad news caused mostly by wokeness. But what would I call such a thing? Well, welcome to the Woke In Report for the week of July 12 to 17, 2021. This week we will talk about 3 stories. Cuban people fighting for freedom and how the media ignored it. Texas House representatives throwing a hissy fit and stomping off like toddlers. And a mural destroyed by lightning, and now I believe in God. So let's get started. Recently, grassroots protests have erupted in Cuba, where people are sick and tired of the oppressive communist system that allows them no civil rights, basic freedoms, or even a decent meal once in a while. So proud Cubans have taken to the streets because they won't take it anymore. Their allies in Miami have also taken to the streets, demanding that the US government do something about it to help. But the modern lefties, who are mostly commies themselves, such as Donkey Face AOC and Old Mittens Bernie Sanders, failed to condemn the Cuban government for their failed totalitarian system. Instead, AOC and her friends at Black Lives Matter have blamed the US embargo for the situation. But a couple of days ago, even the press secretary Jen Psaki was no longer able to deny that communism is a failed system, and that it is quite gross to suppress free speech and the basic rights of citizens to express themselves. According to the lively redhead, Biden is going to try to help the Cuban people get their internets working again. Potato, I think that is a bit reductionist. We can end the embargo and the communists will just steal anything we send there. We can also give them back internet access and they will steal that too and keep it from the people. So, no. If we're going to intervene, we need to help the Cuban people take their power back from their dictators. I found it kind of funny that the Democrat Ben Rhodes called the embargo of Cuba cruel. You know who is really cruel, Benny? Dictators. Democrats always find a way and turn things around. They probably will say that the problem in Cuba was somehow caused by the Orange Man bad. Moving on, but not totally, we're still talking about completely insane stuff Democrats say and do. For our second story, Texas House Democrats decided to take a little trip to Washington in order to block the voting restrictions bill that Republicans want passed, which is really a bill that guarantees voting is done with transparency and in a legitimate way by things like, showing ID. So these so-called legislators hired themselves some private planes and took off because the bill cannot be passed if they are out of state. Really? You know who acts like this? Toddlers. Instead of stating their case against the bill because they obviously don't have one, they ran off on the taxpayers' money. That's okay though, because I think this is helping more people to see how deranged the Democrats have become. I'm trying to see the good in the madness, okay? Oh, by the way, this is something I saw in the rental office of the property where I live. ID mandatory to even tour the community. And you need more than one to actually get a lease and live here. And guess what? A lot of people of all kinds of colors live here. I'm one of them. And we all have IDs. Some of us even have printers. Well, mine stopped working, but whatever. That's another story. So, Camel Toe and Joe, your arguments are invalid. Why don't you run away to somewhere far away? And for our last story of the week, I was not quite sure before, but now I definitely believe there is some sort of God. I thought she was going to talk about some mural. What is she going on about? Well, hold on. I have never claimed any particular religion, and I have been very skeptical at times about the existence of God. Sometimes I would feel spiritual, and sometimes I would certainly feel like the whole idea is logical nonsense. But then, see, the reason I did not give God any slack is because I have not seen any miracle type stuff. Since there has been video, there has been no parting of the waters, and certainly my Aquafina has never turned into Cabernet. But this week, a mural of the false idol whose name starts with a G was destroyed by lightning. See, lightning is not known for hitting murals on brick walls. So I have started thinking, all these ancient wisdoms, maybe there is something in there. I leave that open to your own interpretation, but I am definitely going to do some reading of the old book, just in case. So there you go. Those are my 3 stories for the previous week. There's a lot more woke nonsense going on in clown world, but I am just trying to get used to making videos regularly, so that's what you get from me today. Also, on Mondays, I decided to start posting event-only videos to give you something positive to start the week right. I just posted the first one today, so please check it out. And if you like this, push the button, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!